Hello, beautiful people. Today I'm making فطائر kishik, and the kishik is an old traditional meal that they used to make. Looks like this, like big chunks of cooked cracked wheat mixed with drained yogurt or lebane, and that's the short description. So anyway, I soak it overnight and I grind a head of onion, like grated. I put it in the food processor, so it's fine. So I mix it with onions and then I add salt, pepper, and turmeric. And the turmeric makes it yellow, and that's why my grandchildren, they call it the yellow فطائر. And then, of course, olive oil. Olive oil is the best with this, so I just pour olive oil on it and mix it really well together, and so that makes the stuffing. I usually make the stuffing the day before and just let it everything soak in the fridge, so it all mixes the flavors together of the onion and seasonings. And so at least one thing is ready the day before, and the next day I make the dough and I stuff it and bake it. I make sure I soak it really well the night before so I can mix it with everything else. And the more olive oil you add, the better tasting it will be. But of course, I'm always careful not adding too much olive oil, just for, less fat diet. So there it is, looks yellow to me. That goes to the fridge. And now the dough, so I mix flour. I think this is about 8 cups of flour. And I add a little bit of salt and about a 1/4 cup of dried milk. And then 1 tablespoon of yeast. And a little bit of canola oil or any vegetable oil that you like to use. Or you could put a little bit of olive oil as well. And now I start adding, I mix it and then start adding the water until it's the right consistency. I like it to be a little bit on the soft side because after I bake it comes out to be softer. So just keep adding and kneading. Here I'm holding my phone in one hand, so I'm just using only one hand. I don't have my setup ready to do this, but I'm sure you get the point. And of course, the water I add is warm water. So this is a good consistency. It sticks a little bit, but I think after you let it sit for a while, it'll be fine. And you can add some flour and it will be fine. So I just let it sit. I usually warm up the oven just to a warm setting and sit it there for an hour. Then it's all ready. And then I'll make it into balls and let it sit again. And I cover it for about 10 minutes and then roll it and also let it sit for another 10 minutes. And then I start stuffing it with the kishik stuffing that I made the night before. So there's the kishik. I just scoop about a big tablespoon in each one and make it, fold it 3 ways so it comes out to be triangular shape. In the meantime, I have preheated the oven to 450 degrees and I let it rest for a little bit and then put it in the oven after I shape it. And it goes in the oven for about 10 minutes and then you check the color and you take it out. So there it is. And after I take it out of the oven, I brush it with olive oil. Olive oil is really good with this. I remember my dad when I was growing up and my mom makes this. So he'll take it and he'll cut it into pieces in a big bowl and he will pour olive oil on it and mixes it with his hands before we eat it, a bite by bite. So this brings back memories of my mom and dad making this for me growing up. And we eat it. I usually have a bowl of olive oil to dip it in. So I dip it in olive oil when I want to eat it. Just serve it with olive oil, dip it, and take a bite, and so on. It's really good. صحتين وعافية. Enjoy. Believe me, I took a bite after I took a picture of this.